just dying for it. I should call you Captain Saberho. Call me Mr. D&D. The replies are slow when I'm on the go.
Alright, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I signed a 7K coaching client just through a one YouTube video. I'm not going to be holding back. You can apply this to any niche, whether you're selling a health offer, a wealth offer, or a relationship offer. This works for any niche. And if you master this, you can be signing 5K, 7K, 6K coaching clients like every single month and actually sign multiple. So pay attention. Now, before I tell you sort of how I managed to do this, I really want to tell you the story on how I became a coach and what sort of offer I was selling before I was helping people with YouTube content and all that stuff. So after graduating school, I really had no friends. And so in 2023, I literally locked in and just didn't do anything and just grinded for a whole year on business, thinking I had to be successful first, that once I was rich and I was making 10K, 20K a month, then I could go outside. But I really just felt really lonely the whole fucking year. I thought that making friends and making money, they were separate. If you wanted to have friends, you needed to be rich first and you needed to be successful for people to want you. So I was just really tired of that. And after a whole year of just locking in, being myself, just going to the gym and just trying to make money online, I just said fuck it, and I started going out in 2024. And as you can see, I started making friends, I started going out, I started being a bit more extroverted. And this was coming from someone who was really fucking socially anxious in school, literally got no attention from girls, fucking was ugly, just hated myself, low-key. You can tell I wasn't really wanted in this photo, right? So after in 2024, I started going out, I realized, holy shit, things started to click. I started to make friends. I started to go approach girls. A lot of things changed in 2024. I started to really live a very fulfilling lifestyle, traveling the world, making friends with a lot of entrepreneurs, and my life completely changed. I actually made more money that year. I got way more opportunities that year. And my life, I actually made money going out and making friends and partying every single week. So I realized that you don't need to monk mode while on the journey of entrepreneurship. And that's a really fucking powerful belief that I wanted to instill to the people that were following me and were watching me. So I started making YouTube videos to really push this new paradigm, this new worldview. So I started making content have never run on things to say, why you're not meeting valuable people, how I made friends, all this stuff. And the thing is, right, I had a powerful message to give, but nobody was hearing it. I was getting 22 views, 300 views, 177 views. I wasn't signing any clients for my coaching offer and actually changing lives. I didn't have the opportunity to sign a client and to change his life because nobody was hearing my message. And so I was banging my head, figuring out why people didn't watch my videos, why people didn't click, why no one fucking watched my videos and messaged me on Instagram and signed up to my coaching offer to book a call. And so after this pain of struggling that year, trying to figure out and crack coaching, crack content and signing clients, I paid to be a part of masterminds, courses, mentorships. I paid this guy called Zayn Mia. I paid this guy Brett Foley. I joined a Donna school. To ask for advice from a lot of the different people in the info space. And I came to the realization that everyone was just copying each other on YouTube. I watched this one YouTube video from this guy called Brett. And in that video, he said that all you need to do is just copy people. And all the biggest people in the info space, they're just copying everyone else for YouTube, right? And so I went to fact check this. I went on YouTube and I realized, holy shit, Alex Hormozi's copying, Mark Manson's copying, this girl's copying. All the videos have the same packaging: brutally honest advice, brutally honest advice, brutally honest advice, brutally honest advice. But it's just catered towards the niche that they're in. So this is to men, this is to fitness, and this is to relationships. These two are more general, right? So after realizing that, I realized that copying what works is the secret. Don't try to be original. That's the epiphany. That's the fucking epiphany story that I'm trying to tell you through my story, that I just needed to do what works. And I had these limiting beliefs, right? The first thing you have to realize just to break this is that you need to steal like an artist, right? Pablo Picasso said good artists copy and great artists steal. One of the most well-known artists even said this: to copy others is necessary, but to copy oneself is pathetic. Even one of the most known artists in history, who is known for art, not business, said that copying others is necessary to, win and just overall succeed and be creative as an artist. And so art and business sort of goes together. We need to redefine creativity, because trying to be original is killing your authentic creative growth. Trying to be original is copying yourself, and there is no growth in copying oneself. There is growth in stealing like an artist and taking what works from others and taking inspiration from others and applying it to your own to create something new. That is what creativity means. And so that's the first thing you need to realize, is the mindset to steal like an artist. And once you understand that, let's move on to the most actionable step, which is copying ideas on YouTube. Copy what works in other niches. This is literally what you guys need to do. I did this for one of my YouTube videos. I made a video called 3 years of brutally honest social skills advice in 16 minutes. And I copied that video title from one of my good friends, Benny. He made 5 years of brutally honest relationship advice in 20 minutes. So I copied that exact framework, but applied it to my niche, which was like helping dudes make friends, go out and like build their social life and be confident in themselves socially. So I did that and I got 83,000 views. And I know that views, like big metrics, don't mean a thing now in the info space. What matters is signing clients. But even the mass volume of people that came into my channel, they entered my YouTube funnel. They entered and started watching my other videos. And maybe one of them booked a call, or signed up to my free school community. And that was a lead that was generated that I could reach out to and put them on a sales call and close them. And that's exactly what happened. One person watched that video. He told me he found me from this YouTube video. He joined my free school community. I reached out to him and I booked on a sales call, and then we had a conversation and I closed him. So that was a 7K client that I was talking about. And so how you do this is you want to search up any niche. So just go on YouTube, search up any niche. Let me show you right now as an example. So let's look on the fitness niche. Usually we want to look for creators that are small, but they made a video that like blowed up. So Wallet, right? This guy, let's click this. And you want to download this extension of 1/10, search it up on Google Chrome. It's an extension which shows you the multiplier of the video. So you see the 0.5, 0.7. That's basically how well the video does in the algorithm, just to put it simply. So there's an option to click 10x here. And you can see basically all the top performing videos right now. So you can see glow up the right way, the Wallet method. So you could copy this video because it has a 70x. That means the video is performing really well. Usually you want to look for 100x to 200x to 1000x videos. And that gives you basically a guaranteed success of a video. Now, glow up the right way, the Wallet method, you could copy this called glow up the right way, but the X method or your method, right? I know one of my friends, the last Chad, he can make glow up the right way, the Hind method, right? And that can get 50x, 60x views. He could get a bunch of new clients entering his system. Once you understand that, it's like you're really just looking for the outlier video. So this is an example. I remember Hamza made this video 6 years ago called How to Build an Aesthetic Body No Bullshit Guide. And that video succeeded really well. It got 5 million views and it was a very successful video on the algorithm. So someone replicated that exact title, How to Build an Aesthetic Body at Home, and change the variation. So that one got 2 million views, right? It catered towards a niche within a niche. So this was the fitness niche, overall aesthetic body, but this is for the niche that people want to build at home. So literally take titles that are already blowing up and just copy it to your niche. So one of my friends, Dylan, he helps Southeast Asian men lose weight and build like a good body. So what he can do is like how to build an aesthetic body for Southeast Asian men, right? That could be a good video that would blow up for him, and I recommended he uses that video to blow up his channel. That's what I definitely recommend. But the thing is, once you understand how to copy a video title and thumbnail, that is 70% of the battle. Once they click on the video, you need to confirm that this is a video that's for them. When you clicked on this video, the thumbnail was like this, right? The thumbnail was basically this little thing, right? I made this like this to make it look like it, so you guys would click on the video. I made copy this really big. I made the word $7,000 client. I made sure to circle the fucking Stripe notifications, all this stuff, so you guys would click the fucking video. Once you guys enter the video, then you need to confirm their suspicions. I said like, yo, this is the video that will teach you how to sign a 7K client using YouTube, right? I confirmed your suspicions and you guys know, okay, I clicked on the right video. Now for scripting, right? How do you actually script out the first introduction of the video? So if we go to this video I copied, which was 3 years of brutally honest social skills advice in 16 minutes compared to 5 years of brutally honest relationship advice in 20 minutes, I literally copied Benet's framework at the start. So if we go back to his video, if we open it right now.
Good day, gentlemen. I've been with my girlfriend for over 5.5 years, and I want to give you some maybe unconventional advice that nobody else has given you so far, because everyone else is too afraid to say this. The thing is this: everything in life is cause and effect. And even though people don't admit that about relationships, it is true. 0% of what happened in my relationship and how it's going right now is by accident. And I want to compress 5.5 years of brutally honest relationship lessons and truths into this one video for you. Point number 1.
So in this video, he basically broke down like, okay, I've been with my girlfriend for over 5.5 years, establishing immediate authority. When you click the video, they want immediate authority that you've done the thing that they want. So immediately give evidence that you are the shit. You have credibility. Over 5.5 years, I've been with my girlfriend. unconventional advice that nobody has to give you, brutally honest relationships. See, that's in the title that he said. So he confirms the viewer's suspicions. And I want to compress 5.5 years, like another credibility. So in my video, I basically sort of did the same.
It's been 3 years of trying to improve myself, to become more socially confident. A lot of my self-development journey has been motivated by trying to get other people to like me, trying to be the best version of myself so people would look at me and people would like me and love me. That was sort of my thinking back when I started watching all these YouTubers with Sneeko, Hamza, Cole Hastings. And I started to get really into self-development, reading How to Win Friends and influence people. My sole motive would be, how can I get people to like me? How can I get people to like me more? And I was just so obsessed with that. Doing all these things every single day, 365 days a year for 3 years, learning how to talk to people. And I learned many harsh realities of the world that I want to share with you today that can save you so much years of your life.
So as you can see, I basically copied the framework where I was like, yo, it's been 3 years of trying to improve myself socially, to become confident. I talk about a bit of my story. I give a bit of credibility and social proof of like me talking to people in B-roll just to establish the authority that I'm a person you should listen to. I copied the exact intro and the exact thing, but I sort of filled in the blanks with my niche, my offer, and my messaging. So just copy the framework, just fill in the blanks. If the person says 5 lessons, just fill in your 5 lessons, and then give a CTA to a lead magnet, VSL, free community, email list, or DM you on Instagram to continue the sales process on the sales funnel. Now, this is more than just filling the blanks. Each point, like when you're scripting out a good video, I'll make a video later down the line. So if you want this video, comment or send me a DM on Instagram and I'll just give you advice for free. I'll send you voice notes. But just filling in the blanks with just teaching people how to do shit is not enough. You remember, you need to break limiting beliefs that the prospect has about themselves, about anything outside of them, about the vehicle that you sell, that would make people not buy your product, not buy your coaching program. One of my clients that I'm serving is basically in the tax area. So he's helping people with their taxes. And most people have an internal belief that they'll be fine. They don't need to set up their taxes. They'll wait for the government to find them. Then when the government finds them, then they'll pay their tax. And the thing is, right, you need to make them aware about how bad their situation is. That's the whole point of content with people buying your offer. You need to make them aware about how much shit they don't know and how many problems they have to solve with the thing that you're trying to sell them to. Since my client is selling people on how to set up their taxes, he's really emphasizing the urgency that if you don't set up your taxes now, and if you wait for them to come, you might be waiting for 5 years and a bunch of tax has stacked up and you might be down 10 grand or 50,000 grand or 100,000 grand when you could have been paying 0% tax. And wouldn't it be fair if you just paid 7K to set up your taxes to keep 100% of your income and not pay the government 50% of your income? Would it be worth it? It would be. So we're creating content to shift the beliefs of the audience so we can make them aware that they need our services. But yeah, I'll make another YouTube video about shifting beliefs in your content. If you like, should I say, go subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.